The Radio Wammo Breakfast.
The view from Ariel L's place.
Let's have a look out his window today. G'day there, Ariel.
Good morning to you, Wammo. How are you on this beautiful day?
I'm very good, so I take it looks beautiful out your window today.
Oh, you know, it's a nice little day today, but I'm sort of, I'm sitting in Canterbury at the moment, but I don't know whether you're aware, but it's a Marlborough public holiday today. It's sort of like when different provinces have different holidays, and today Marlborough gets its day, so I'm sort of sitting here going, I'm in Canterbury, and basically when you're in Canterbury, you can't have a holiday, and if I was to drive an hour north, well, basically I'm allowed to.
Yeah, well, that's right, and then you can completely relax, have a long weekend.
Exactly, and the other thing is that it's all getting into horsey season down here, and today is the day of the Kaikaura races, and that's always a fantastic day. All that power and crayfish and horse racing, and bears in the sun scenario would be like, well, why wouldn't you?
Which would you rate better, the Christchurch Canterbury Cup Day or the Kaikaura one?
Well, I've never been to the Kaikaura one, but I've heard raving reports, and I must admit I'm starting to get a wee bit over the Christchurch one. So I was thinking, well, why don't I? And I'm not actually planning to go to this year, so I thought, you could mix it up a wee bit. But I'm still sitting on the fence on that one, Wammo.
What is it that you're over for Canterbury Cup Day? Is it the is it the people? Is it the horses?
Well, not getting too picky, but I do remember having a good day with you there once, and remember we were in the middle of this there, and we had the tents out, and we were sitting around having a couple of quiet ales while the day went by. Well, now they're trying to control the scene, and what they do is they fence it all off and have security. So instead of people being spread out over a massive area, everyone gets put into this tight little area, and it's sort of like, and it's not the same, Wammo.
It's like being imprisoned or something.
It's like being imprisoned, and everyone's sort of sitting there, and before you know it, people are falling over each other in bits and pieces. So it's not really our scene, if you get what I mean. And so I thought, well, if I broke out of there and went up to Kaikoura and investigated a new venue, perhaps I could start a new trend.
That sounds great.
Yeah,
I'd love to turn up one time.
We'll give it a go. And how's it going now? You've got your new Super City mare. Did you wake up this morning and feel different?
It felt like a new. Well, no, I didn't feel it. No. To be fair, but apparently there was a ceremony, dawn ceremony, the dawn of a new era. But no, nothing's really changed.
I wonder if anyone's gone up to Len today and gone pinch and a punch for the first of the month, mate. Do you reckon anyone's pulled that one off on him yet?
I would imagine that he would have people around him that probably would. He seems like a pretty relaxed sort of character. I mean,
he is.
Yeah.
No, I must admit, anything I've seen media-wise, I've never actually met the guy, but he seems to have a bit of a relaxed attitude and not get too carried away by things. So I wish him all the best, Wammo.
As long as the rubbish keeps on getting collected.
Well, this is true, but did you watch any sport in the weekend, Wammo?
So no sport.
You didn't watch any sport. Do you want a quick rundown on what went on?
Sure.
Well, it's really nice and quick. In the ITM Cup, Canterbury took out Wellington, so they went into the finals, and then Waikato, they're the people just south of you in Hamilton, they took out Auckland. So now we've got a final all lined up down here in Canterbury next weekend, and it's Waikato versus Canterbury.
Okay.
So you got to get ready for that one.
When's it finish? When does the damn rugby finish?
Well, officially the rugby finishes next weekend with the final, as finals usually do. And then from then we get into Test match rugby, and there was the last of the Betters-Lows. It seems like we've had 1,000 Betters-Lows this year, but played in Hong Kong where New Zealand took on Australia, and Australia won.
The season's way too long.
I know, but they're on their way. England's coming up in a couple of weeks. That's the one everyone's going to get excited about.
Because we should be getting excited about cricket soon.
Cricket? Mate, cricket. First of all, the New Zealand cricket team does nothing for me whatsoever. And then secondly, the thought of sitting around and watching paint dry with the guys run around, it just doesn't do it for me.
What did Mark Greatbatch say the other day? He said they played like fools or idiots or something like that. Well, maybe he said the word dickheads, actually.
Yeah, well, mate, he possibly did. Oh, hey, and that's another thing happened in the week. God, it was a busy weekend, the school fairs and stuff. But I was at the New Brighton Eco Market, and who should I run into but to Radar?
Oh, he's doing a show.
Down here doing a wee bit of a tour, so I went up to him and I said, "G'day, Radar, how are you? We've got something in common." And he looked at me like with this look of, like, "Oh my God, how the hell is this going to work?" And I said, "We know Wammo."
So you had a point of reference there. Well, this is the greater far now of the Radio Wammo breakfast.
Yeah, true. And so he's just on his way. We were showing Bryson last night, and then he's off to Kaikaura today. And I said, you should wake up nice and early and get up there for the races. So hopefully he took on my advice, and he'll be able to tell you what he got up to on Tuesday.
And just quickly, tell us about this eco market. What is that?
Well, New Brighton, you know how everyone has markets and bits and pieces. Well, New Brighton, the poorest suburb in town on the coastline of Christchurch, is they have a market where it's an eco market. So anything that you have there has to be related to eco and environmental sort of scenarios, and it's just in its infancy. It'll be one of those things that'll get really popular later on. So I went along there and had a little, how do we cup of soup and a little bit of bread and bits and pieces, and saw, had a couple of look at some plants, thought about buying some beans, but didn't quite get into it. But you can only know what things are like when you go to them.
Yeah, it sounds great. More of those local markets all over the place. It's got to be good.
Yeah, it's true, mate. Hey, but that's it. And of course, we get into the festive week. We got the show next week and the races and bits and pieces. So things get pretty crazy around here. But you know what I say, Wammo, the best way to survive the storm's not going to be in it, so I'm going to try that one this year.
So next Monday's your off day?
Well, I don't have an off day.
Right. Oh, true.
Yeah,
okay.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
You never know, today might be an off day.
Okay. Well, let's hope not.
Hey, I'll toss a coin, I'll tell you what happened.
Okay, thanks, Ariel.
Cheers, mate.
See you. Human Instincts.